Welcome everyone. So we're going to just give it some time. We've got about 10 minutes as we let everyone into the live. This is a class, a 20-minute class for grade 4s to grade 7s. However, anyone is welcome to join. Welcome as everyone starts joining the live class. Got about 9 minutes to go, so we're just giving everyone some time to pop online. I've written some things in the chat box, so feel free to put on some music, whatever is feeling right for you today. If it's calming or soothing music or something a little bit more energizing, feel free to play some background music. If you'd like to pop in the chat where you are streaming in from. I know it's Bridge House in a whole, but we're all scattered around the Western Cape. I'm going to pop where I'm calling in from. I'm calling in from the Caribbean, Canada. Amazing. Mono we're in a mountain. So as you wait, or as we wait for people to just hop online, if there's anybody else going to hop online, we've got about 8 minutes. Just find yourself a comfortable space. You don't have to have a mat. If you don't have a mat, that is perfectly fine. And not having a mat should not stop you from moving and breathing and connecting to your body. So even not just in this class, but at any time. So if you want to pop on some music, I've popped into the chat, you're welcome to put on some music in your house or your room, if that feels good for you. I'm only streaming with my voice. I prefer to not play music in the background, just for the connection. And as I speak about connection, my connection starts doing something funny. Seems good. Welcome everyone. I see a few more people are hopping online. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I am Jess, a past pupil of Bridge House, and I am living now in the Caribbean in Grenada. And really honored to be able to share yoga with you. I've popped into the chat a few things if you want to take a look. Maybe you want to just pop in the chat where you're based, in the Western Cape, in South Africa. I'm calling in from Caribbean. We have about 4 more minutes. Hi, Colleen. Thanks for joining. We're going to wait about 3 more minutes, see if anyone pops online. I hope to make these classes available to you for a longer term. So you will receive the links for that as well. Yeah, I've heard the Western Cape is super, super warm. And I think now that we find ourselves online, a lot of the day can be quite stressful watching a screen all day. And I really find that it takes me so long to really connect back to myself and just release that tension that builds up in our bodies as we spend it in front of a computer all day. Just gonna give it 2 more minutes. Welcome for those who have just hopped on. Find yourself a comfortable space. It doesn't have to be a big space. We're not going to be doing massive movements. Just somewhere small, somewhere quiet if possible. It's always nice to just take the time for you if that's, the intention around this for you is to really just connect back to yourself. So we're going to start, I'm going to get started. We're going to start the practice standing. So wherever you are, find a comfortable position, just a standing position. And just keep a little distance between the feet. So the feet hip-width distance apart and a little bend in the knees. So you really want to start softening the physical body. As we soften into our physical bodies, our hearts and minds can follow that cue from our physical self, from the physical body itself. So, and then when you close the eyes, the nervous system will follow. So closing the eyes, and you might already feel that tension releasing. So welcome to all the students, whoever is online. Thank you for joining me. Finding a comfortable standing position. This is a 20-minute class. We are releasing the stress and the tension of the day, of the week. And just learning a way to find some calm within ourselves. So closing the eyes. And bring the body to stillness. That might be hard. We love to be busy, so just bringing the body to stillness can be really hard. And use your breath. So take a deep inhale and exhale out the mouth. So imagine now the breath moving from the feet all the way up the back of the body to the crown of the head as you breathe in. And as you breathe out the mouth, the breath moves down the front of the body, down the legs, back down into the earth. So the circular breath, breathing up the back body, up the spine. And softening, relaxing on the out breath, breathing out. All the stress, the tension, releases the body, softens. Breathing up the back body, inhale. And exhale. So do a few more like that. Take about 3 more deep breaths like that. And feel what it feels like to be still for this moment, for these couple of breaths. We're not going to be still the whole practice, but just feel what it feels like now. Maybe it's not easy for you to be still, and that's okay. Maybe you find it really calming to be still, really grounding to be still. Without judging your experience, just see how it feels. So we're going to move now. So I'm going to move from stillness to a little bit of movement. So I invite you to see how it feels to be still. And then as we move, see how it feels to move the body. We're going to start in the arms. You're going to shape out the arms. So we did this the last class. I'm hoping that my internet connection is okay. So just start moving into the arms, shaking the hands, like really shaking out the hands, imagining that the stress is almost like being drawn out of the hands as you shake the hands and breathe. So deep inhale and exhale, shaking out that stress, that tension out the arms. So our tension, anxiety, stress, any little trauma in our bodies gets stuck in our bodies. So moving will really help to release anything that feels difficult, that feels stuck, that feels stagnant. Use your breath. Slowly take the arms up overhead and start shaking the arms up overhead. So this is really also using your breath to release anything that feels yucky, that feels difficult. Maybe there's sadness. Maybe there's some irritation. Maybe your body's tired. Just feeling, moving into the shoulders, drawing the shoulders up and down towards the ears. Deep breaths as you move. And then just come, you can stop the movement in the arms, bring it to the fingers, start moving into the fingers, and maybe just feel the sensations there. I have definitely noticed that my fingers are getting a lot more stiff and tight because I'm at my computer a lot more. So really moving into the hands, and maybe now take little rotations into your wrists. Changing the direction. If you're finding that the mind is really busy, I invite you to connect to your breath. Take a deep breath, again, like up the spine like we did as we started, and down the front body, breathing the breath out the mouth. So generally in yoga, we breathe in and out through the nose, but I absolutely love breathing out of my mouth. I feel like I can really release any tension. Okay, take the movement to the legs. Give the legs a little shake, maybe even point and flex the toe. So stay with one leg, rotating the ankle. Shaking that leg out, go over to the other side, rotate into your ankle, shaking out the leg. And then you're gonna, almost as if you're walking out the legs. So you're stretching into the soles of the feet. So really pressing the toes down. You could bring your hands to your hips if that feels good, or just have the arms alongside the body. Okay, and then bring it back to stillness. So keep the feet hip-width distance apart and just come back to stillness just for a moment to just check in with your body. Feel how it feels now to be still. Maybe noticing your heart rate. The pulsing, maybe there's some pulsing in the body and the arms. Very subtle sensations in the body that you might feel, that you might not usually be aware of. See if you can just notice that. Okay, we're going to take a big stretch up. So take the arms up overhead, interlock the hands above the head, and then reach up with the palms. So you're turning the palms to face the roof. Reach up nice and tall. Keep a nice bend in the knees there. Reaching up. And breathing. So it's not just stretching the body and we're thinking about our homework, or stay present to here, where you are now. Feel the body. Connect to your breathing. Feel the breath. One more breath there, reaching up a little taller. And exhale, release down. Relax the shoulders. Maybe you want to roll the shoulders back and around. See how nice that feels to roll the shoulders back. So we're often just rounded over in front of the desk. So as we roll it back, we're opening up the fronts of the chest. Maybe there's some tightness between the shoulder blades on the back of your body. Feel that. Okay, bring that to stillness. Open up the legs now into a V shape. So wide into a V shape, and the toes are shooting forward. And I want you to take the arms up also into a V shape. So you could have the hands shooting forward. And really press through the feet. Maybe a little bend in the knees. If the knees, you don't want to lock the legs completely. Little bend in the knees. But feel really steady in your legs. So our legs creating that stability and support for our bodies. And then reach up nice and tall towards the roof. Feel what it feels like to take up this space now. Feel what it feels like to be here. Taking up space. Feeling confident within your body. Maybe even bringing a little smile to the face. And see what that feels like. Breathing there. And release the arms down, relax the shoulders. Take a breath there as you release the shoulders down. Take the arms now, inhale them up again towards the roof. And we're going to go into a side stretch. Drop the right hand down and stretch over. So you're in a star shape with the legs and you're stretching over towards the right. And breathing there, feel that stretch down the side of the body. One more breath. Come back to center, inhale. And over to the other side. Stretching over. Press through the feet. So you're feeling a nice stretch down into the hip. My hips are really tight and stiff, so I can feel it quite intensely there. But you might feel it more into the rib cage, through the armpits. Just notice where you feel it in your body. Relaxing the opposite shoulder, the left shoulder. Breathing there. Inhale up. And exhale. Release. And let's just give the legs a little shake. So, okay, you're going to open up the legs again, nice and wide. And we're going to come into this wide sitting squat. So take the toes now out towards the edges of the mat. The heels in, grounding through the feet. You can keep the hands on the hips. Slowly start bending the knees. So the knees start shooting over almost your second toe. So be careful that the knees aren't dropping inwards. See if you can keep pressing them out. You could use your hands if that helps to press out a little gently. Otherwise, keep the hands on the hips. And bring a bit of movement here, so from side to side. So as if you were sitting on a horse, big saddle squat. Using your breath, breathing, to help you be present to the possibly difficult, uncomfortable sensations in the hips. Breathing, one more. And then slowly straighten your legs. Take a moment there to take a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale here. Exhale to bend into your squat. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend into your squat. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to straighten. And releasing. Let's shake out the legs again. So just give the hips a little rest, shake out the legs, maybe the arms. You could roll into the shoulders. Okay, you're going to open up your legs nice and wide again. Maybe you've seen this pose in yoga. It's called warrior, warrior 2. So the idea here is to feel really strong and steady in your body. And as your body feels strong and steady, that can be taken into the mind and can really kind of shift the way we see ourselves. So take your right foot and point the right toes up towards the top of the mat. And your front heel, that right heel, is in line with your the arch on the back foot. So the back foot's still shooting towards the long side of your mat. The hips are almost square to the long side of your mat. Although this, your right hip might open up a little bit more. So take a deep inhale there. And exhale, you want to bend into that front leg. Now you're going to have to see what works in your own body. So you might want to walk the back foot a little further back to get a little bit deeper into your lunge. Press through that back foot. So the back pinky toe pressing down. The front knee is in line with the heel. So you're in a 90-degree bend there. Take the arms out now and just feel what it feels like to be strong and steady in your body. Use your breath. One more breath. And release, straighten that front leg. So turn that the right toes in. You might want to walk the feet a little closer together again. And then go over to the other side. So your left toe is shooting towards the small side of your mat. And you're going to bend into that left leg. Now I could stay here, but I don't feel any sensations in my hips. I want to go a little bit deeper into my hips, so I take my back foot back. I don't want that front knee to overextend like that. I want the knee to be over the ankle. Strong legs ground through the feet so that you're planting the feet into your mat and extending. This is our last pose. Gaze over your front hand. So you want a nice straight line from the front hand to the back hand. And then connect to your breathing. So feel again what it feels like to be strong and steady in your body. You have the capacity and the ability to do anything you put your mind and heart into. One more breath. And release the arms, straighten the legs. Bring the feet hip width distance apart, shake out the legs. And then we're going to finish off by just lying down on the mat so you can really relax the body. So either you're on your bed or you're on a carpet or you're on the couch, wherever is comfortable. You really just want to lie down. We've got about 3 more minutes left. Lying down and getting comfortable, releasing, closing the eyes. Let's take a deep inhale together. And a big breath out. Let your body soften and relax. Let your mind come into this place right here. Bring your mind and your attention to this place, to wherever you find yourself. If you're in your bedroom, on the floor. You could even do this sitting up if you like. Just coming back to stillness. Relax any tension in the face, in the jaw, in your shoulders. Move down the body, relax the arms. The upper body relaxes, the stomach, relax your stomach. The hips and the buttocks relaxing. And the legs, allow the legs to relax down to the feet. Relaxing there, relaxing the toes. The whole body relaxing. And then slowly, let's wake up the body again. Wriggle the toes, the fingers. Stretch up nice and tall. Rolling over. So just roll over onto your side and then press up to sitting. So thank you so much for joining me today on the mat. I hope to see you next week, Tuesday and Thursday, same time. And may you have a beautiful rest of your week and weekend. I am running a free 7-day challenge on my YouTube channel. You can have a look there if you want to receive a yoga class each day, starting next week, in fact, next week, Monday, and receiving a yoga class every day in your inbox. So you can link up there. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, everyone. Bye. See you next week.